In this video, we will discuss plan for upcoming prelims within these 80 days. Like almost only 80 days are left, so we should have a proper plan how to divide different subjects, topics, subtopics, and how to finish before 7th January or till 6th January. So starting with 80 days, we can briefly divide them in 40 days, 40 days for optional, 40 days for GS plus AC, right? Why 40 days for optional? Because optional is more important and you can get 300 out of 500, right? So chances to get more marks are high in optional, but if you are very good in your optional, you can give some time to the GS. It is a very flexible. You should be flexible in your plan according to your need, according to your convenience, right? So it is roughly, it is not a very hard and fast thing. So coming to the optional, again optional you can divide paper 1 in 25 days and paper 2 in 15 days. Why paper 2 in 15 days? Most of the time it is application. One is having some concepts, theories and all, so it takes time. So you can divide 25 and 15. Then coming to GS plus essay. So out of this 40, if you remove 4 days for essay, exclusive days, right? One thing like you should think here, if you are reading one subject per day, then only it will follow. Otherwise, if you are reading, for example, 4 hours optional and 6 to 8 hours GS per day, then you have to divide this plan as per your convenience within particular day, right? But if you read only one subject per day, then this will help you. Or you can take this as an what we call as a simple plan, and you can modify as per your need, right? So 4 days for essay, exclusive for essay. Then remaining 30 days we can divide in 9 days each, right? But every paper will not have equal time, right? So we can divide as per if GS1, if we divide within 12 days, because it has so many subjects like history, geography, this society, modern art and culture, post independence, so we need more time for GS. So 12 days for GS1. Within that you can finish world history within 2 days. Why 2 days? Because during your prelims preparation you have not gone through this, right? So you need more time, that's why 2 days. Post independence you can finish within 1 day because you don't have much time, right? Then modern history and art and culture, which you have already prepared for your prelims, you can finish within 2 days, right? You can't afford more than this for GS1. Then for society, 5 days. Why more days? Because society is again very scoring. If you put more efforts in society, you can get good marks in GS1, right? So 5 days. Then geography, 2 days. Why only 2 days? Because again in prelims you have almost gone through all NCERT, GC Leong and all your class notes, so you can finish geography in 2 days. Finish means only revision you need, right? And one important thing is like read it from mains aspect. Earlier you have read it from prelims aspect, now read from mains aspect. Then GS3 you can GS2 for sorry GS2 you can give 8 days. Polity, as you have just finished during your prelims preparation, in 2 days revise it. Governance, again very good scoring area, so you can afford to give 4 days, right? If you have not gone through it earlier, you can make 1-page note on each and every topic and subtopic, like self-help group, pressure group, right? Then IR, yeah, 2 days you have already prepared for your prelims, but from mains perspective you need to look it from different aspect. Then coming to GS3, 9 days you can afford to give. Economy plus agriculture you have to finish within 4 days, and both you have done for the prelims, right? Then science and technology, 2 days maximum you can afford to give. Then disaster management, 1 day you can finish easily, you can finish within 1 day. Then internal security, 2 days you can afford to give, right? But you can be flexible. Then coming to ethics, GS4, within 7 days you need to finish it, right? So within 7 days you need to finish ethics and 4 days for essay, right? But you should be flexible. You should modify this plan as per your convenience, as per your strengths and weaknesses, and it should come after cost benefit analysis. Cost benefit analysis means, like for example, world history. Even if you read so many books and all, you never know what UPSC will do. They can ask one question, 4 questions, or they sometimes will not ask any question. So you have to think whether this topic or subtopic is important for mains or not, and then you have to divide your time for that, right? The next video will come up with topper strategy for upcoming mains, how they prepare mains within this prelims to mains time, right? And you can join our Telegram channel UPSC Made Simple, and one group to discuss your issues, forum UPSC. I will provide its link in the description. Thank you.